See, woohoo! I am live, and I am back in my home studio. As you can see, look at all those things behind me. Yikes! I need to finish getting reorganized, but I have been making a lot of progress, and I'm really excited for our live tonight. There's so much going on. I'm gonna sorry, this is right here. I'm working on a better setup. Being back here, I had a real great setup where I was, and so I just got to get readjusted. Hey, Robin, how are you? Say hi if you're here live so I can chat. Looks like I have to update that auto link that it puts in there. I have some notes because there's so much going on. So after tonight is like launching the rest of the year, basically. And you guys are going to be sick of me by the end of the year. Hi, Carol and Vicki. Hey, I'm so excited. Yay. Friends are here. Yay. Hi, Libby. Yeah, so we've got tons of awesome stuff coming up. We're going to, tonight is awesome. We're going to look at the BetterPress and we're going to do some Glimmer Hot Foiling. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Now, Carol and Robin, I remember that you both were asking for the Glimmer like forever and ever ago. And I haven't been doing, I haven't been live for a long time and I didn't forget. And then the BetterPress came along and I absolutely love it. And so, and you can use them together and I'm going to show you that tonight. So I'm really excited about it. Plus we have BetterPress Society starting in January. So I thought for those of you that signed up for it, or if anybody's kind of on the fence and wants to know more about it, or, you just want to come and hang out and have a drink and hang out with your friends and we can all chat together and just have fun and sort of get warmed up for what's coming. So that's what tonight is about. I'm gonna show you some samples. We're gonna use both of these together. I'm going to show you some really fun things you can do with both of them. So even if you don't have these machines, just hang out and chat with people in the chat. Or if you do have one, or you have questions about either of them, please ask me. I would love to experiment with you if I don't know, or help answer your questions or show you the right way to use something or anything like that. But before we get started with tonight, I have my sticky note because there's so much going on for the rest of the year. And tonight is just like a warm up. Okay. So yay, Carol. I did not forget. Okay. All right. Awesome. I'm so excited. Okay. So obviously tonight we're going to play with the BetterPress and the Spellbinders Glimmer Machine. Oh, I said 6:15. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, Dawn. 7 p.m. I'll always be live at 7 p.m. Sometimes it can be a little different, but that should always be then. But it'd be 6 for you, right? Because you're an hour behind. So anyway, we're here. Hello, Dawn. I'm so glad you're here. So before we start with tonight's project and playing around, I just want to tell you all the things that are coming through Christmas, basically. Like I just said, that tonight is really like the warm up for the rest of the year. And I have so many fun things planned for us, all fun free events. And then I have something new launching. Archinal Adventure is getting a little bit of a facelift. So lots of things are happening over the next month or so. And so we're just going to roll with it. So I just want to give you a quick update so you can mark your calendars, make sure you're available for events if they're interesting to you. So next week, as you probably already saw, we are going to do daily creative practice. Yay! So lots and lots and lots and lots of people have asked me, like, when are we doing that again? I really love it. Hey, Ashley, how are you? So, and I love it too. So next week, Monday through Friday. So if you didn't watch my other video, you can go back and watch that. I talk about it in more detail, but just to give you guys a quick sort of overview, if you haven't been involved in the daily creative practice before, I've done it a few times over the years and everybody loves it. Basically what we do is I get on live Monday through Friday next week at 7 p.m. Eastern every day, literally for 15 minutes. Okay. And I promise it is only 15 minutes. So the first couple minutes, I remind you of all the supplies that you need. I will have given you a supply list the day before so you can gather them and be ready. Then I set the timer. I say, okay, everyone ready? Does anyone have questions about any supplies or anything really? I answer questions, and then we say go. And then I put the timer on. We have 10 minutes to do whatever task we have to do that day. Okay. And then at the end I say, okay, any questions? Everybody good? Okay, good night. See you tomorrow. And we hang up and we go about our evening. And the next day we do the same thing. So Monday through Friday, we're going to do the same thing every day. And by Friday, we will have a finished project. Okay. And we do it for two reasons. One, people tell me all the time that they don't have time to be creative. They don't have time to make stuff. They don't have time to be crafty. And I understand. I am like the busiest person on the planet, right? We're all super, super busy. But I promise you, you have 10 minutes. If you ever find yourself sitting on the couch, scrolling on your phone or whatever, maybe just take a thought and say, oh, instead of scrolling and looking at all the beautiful art on Instagram and Facebook, I could go spend 10 minutes in my art journal or working on cards for Christmas or whatever, right? So that is what it's all about. And then also, I don't want you to think that you have to finish a project. You have to sit down, make the project, and finish it all at once, because you don't have to. You can do little pieces at a time, and all of those little chunks of 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever you have, adds up over time. And by Friday, when we're done, we will have a finished project. So it's really, really fun. I've done it a few times, and people have been asking me, like, when are you going to do it again? So we're doing it again next week. Okay. I have a question. Let's see. Are you going regular live on Tuesday along with daily? That's a good question. Thank you. So next week, we will only have the daily creative practice, since I'll be live every day. It'll just be at 7 Eastern time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we won't have a normal, like a live like we are tonight. Okay. So next week will just be daily creative practice, but we'll be live every day for 10-15 minutes. And if you want to share your progress from your daily creative practice in the collective, you can do that. Or if you're in my website group, you want to share there, that's fine. That's wonderful. But yeah, that was a great question. Thank you. So next week is just daily creative practice. Okay. Then the week after that is November. I mean, next week is November, but the week after that is like the first full week of November. And I just realized earlier tonight that tomorrow is 2 months till Christmas. It kind of made my stomach hurt a little bit, if I'm being honest. But yeah, tomorrow is 2 months till Christmas. So here we go, holidays, right? So every year I do handmade for the holidays. So I will be back live every Tuesday night in November. And if you've been with me for the past couple of years, you know, like, I will give you the supply list. I'll tell you what we're doing. You can work along with me. You can just get inspiration. You can just hang out, work on your own things. It doesn't matter. But I like to give you different gift ideas that you can make for friends or family or teachers, or, you know, whoever you like to give gifts to during the holiday season. And we've done some really great stuff in the past, but we're doing all new projects this year, stuff we've never done before. I've got some great ideas, and I'm very excited for that. So that will start on November 7th, which is the first Tuesday in November. Again, it will be 7 p.m. Eastern for each of those days. Also in November, we're going to do the ornament exchange again. So if you have, whether you've participated in the past or not, doesn't matter. And I'll give you more details about all this stuff, like, as we're getting into it. And when we get into November, we'll talk about ornament exchange a bit more, but just have it in the back of your mind. Decide if you want to participate or not. Basically, you let me know if you want to participate. I get a list of people and I pair you up with someone, and then you send each other an ornament. And then anyone that sends me an ornament, I'll send you one back. And I don't have it set up yet, but I will have it up here, my pink Christmas tree, and I'll have all my ornaments from previous years that people have sent me that I absolutely love. And it's just really fun. It's a fun way to just get crafty and see what other people come up with. It has to be a handmade ornament, or at least like altered in some way. So anyway, we'll get into more of that later, but I just want you to know it's coming. And yes, we are doing it this year, because I've had some questions about that too. So I'm so excited. Okay, deep breath. Let me have a drink of water, and then I've got one more thing, and then we'll start playing. Okay. So Last thing, of course, we all know, I think we all know, December 1st starts Advent Calendar. So this year I'm planning to have Crafter's Companion Advent and Arteza. I don't know which one they're sending me yet, but it'll either be the Fine Art or the Craft. And as soon as I know, I will let you know. But some people did also order from me the Art by Marlene. I think those are coming. I think those are releasing on the 30th. So if you ordered one from me, as soon as I get it, I'll get it in the post for you. So that one is available. I mean, a lot of different companies have Advent. So even if you have an Advent that I don't have, that I'm not opening, feel free to use it along with us. And if you've never been with us for Advent Calendar, live, what we do is I get the Advent calendars that I'll be using and I pull them out. And actually, here's my Crafter's Companion one. Ooh, look at how big it is. So what we'll do is open it up and find the day. So find day 1 or whatever, and I'll open the little window live with you. And for all the Advent calendars that I have, put it over here. And then we make a project live together. It's really fun to think on your feet and just to sort of play and have fun with the Advent supplies that you get. And so, yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. Starts December 1st, goes through Christmas Eve. And there we go. And in there, I will also have a launch somewhere in November for a new program that starts in January. And I can't tell you any more about it. But in November, I'll be talking about changes coming for Art Journal Adventure and a new program that I'm freaking out about a little bit. So that's it. So how about we play with BetterPress tonight and the Glimmer? I'm going to show you some samples. I'm going to switch my screen here so you can see my desktop and not me. There we go. Hopefully, okay. Is it good? Oh, please don't be glitchy. Okay, I think we're okay. So in the comments, I'm watching the comments. So if you have any questions as we're going through this, let me know. I also just want you to know that I think maybe last week or so, I announced, or maybe a couple weeks ago, I announced that in January, Spellbinders is starting a program called BetterPress Society, and they will mail us an exclusive die, like these kind of dies. They're made for the BetterPress. You'll get an exclusive die every month, and then I'm offering a free class. So what we will do is I have another Facebook group for BetterPress class. We've already had a class for people that bought my bundle earlier in the year, and every month we'll meet and we'll play with the die of the month. And we'll make some cards or some home decor or whatever kind of project we make. Maybe we'll work in an art journal. I don't know. And we'll just have fun with it. And and I only have one spot left for that program. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job here. The program, the BetterPress Society program, you have a commitment from January to June. So it's a 6-month commitment, but it's only $24.99 a month. And in December, those of you that are already joined the group, I will send you a link to go get yourself signed up, but you've committed to me. I have one spot left. So if you want to join, let me know. You can let me know here in the comments. You can send me a private message, whatever you want. But first person that takes it is who gets it. And then in July, they will open it up again. If more people want to join then, or if someone wants to drop out or whatever, it'll re-up in July. So that's that. Okay. So let me just show you some samples because it's just so amazing and beautiful. And it's really unfortunate that we are only on camera because you really also, like, this stamps it beautifully. You get lots of amazing detail, but the other part of it for me is the debossing. It just looks really professional and exquisite. Like, it's just amazing. So these are some of the samples of things I've made. Sorry, it's backwards, but here we go. And the reason I have the glimmer here, which you can sort of see, here it is. The Spellbinder Glimmer machine is a hot foil machine, and you can use BetterPress dies. Okay, these are BetterPress dies. See how they're nice and flat on the top? You can use BetterPress dies on your Glimmer machine. Okay, so you can foil with these as well as letterpress them. You cannot use your foil dyes with the BetterPress because they're a little bit thicker and they might ruin your BetterPress machine. So just be aware of that, okay? So you can use BetterPress with foil, but you can't use foil with BetterPress. I hope that makes sense. Ask me again if you forget or if you want more explanation. So anyway, here is the same card. So the pink is just with the BetterPress, and I'm sorry, it looks a little pixely on my screen. I hope you can see some of that detail. It's really, really beautiful. So much detail. This is all BetterPressed. And BetterPress is basically a letterpress machine, but it's really easy to use. You cannot screw it up. You get great results every time. This one has got foil. So if I come here, if you can see that? Woo! Foil on regular cardstock and then BetterPress the background. So pretty. So anyway, we're going to play with this. So let's just start playing because I have lots of samples and I don't want to bore you with that. Okay. When we did our class too, excuse me, I don't know, a week or two ago now, we played around with other stuff. Like we tried distress ink with this and it did not go well. What we found so far is that you can use archival ink. So what they recommend is their cotton card panels, which I'll tell you why in a minute, that I think these are the best to use anyway. And, you know, I would just always tell you the truth. And if there's an alternative or something else that works with it, definitely we want to do that. But I'm going to tell you why I like their combination the best so far with what I've played with. You know, that like there may be other things I haven't tried yet. Their BetterPress ink is made by Ranger. You'll see it looks like the little archival minis. It's the same packaging. It's made by Ranger, but it's a specialty ink made specifically for the BetterPress machine. You can also use archival ink. Okay, it works great. But the reason I would use their paper if you're doing BetterPressing, I'm just going to call it that. I don't know what else to call it. The reason I would use their paper over regular cardstock is you get a better deboss. It looks more professional. This paper is a little thicker. It's got a little bit more give to it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just the best, beautiful quality of paper I've ever used. So I would highly recommend that if you're going to BetterPress, but you can use some archival ink. I haven't really done a deep dive into comparing archival to BetterPress ink and like really seeing the differences. But I intend to do that. But at this point, I don't see a reason why you couldn't. You know, if there's a color and the archival side that you like, you know, that's not available on the BetterPress side, you could probably do that. So let me just tell you real quick how the plates come. So you could get just a plate. So it's just this nice silver plate, or some of them, like this one I did with the foiling and the other, they come in pieces. So you get 2 plates. And the reason they do this is so that you can, one, die cut, but you can also put different colors of ink. So you're not having to like get around the little edges and, and then you can set it inside each other and run it all through at once, but with different colors, or you can do them separate and, do whatever you want. It just gives you a lot more versatility. And then as you can see in here, there's some of these like copper dies, and these are just cutting dies. Okay. So some of them have just the plate. Some of them have cutting with the BetterPress plate. It just depends on what you're doing. So, all right, let's just play. This is the one that comes with it. So I'm going to start with this one just so you can see all of the beautiful detail. And so let's talk about the BetterPress machine. So you get this is the machine basically. Okay. It is this white base, and inside the white base, there are some magnetic pieces. This is a magnetic, this gray plate here. This is what we work on. And then underneath there are 3 shims. Okay. And they are, they're just like thin plastic shims. There's 3 of them. I kind of even forget they're there because they just always stay in there. And the reason they're there is because down the line, they have other plans for BetterPress, and there might be a reason in the future to take some of those shims out. And also if you're going to use a thicker material, a thicker cardstock or whatever to press into, then you want to maybe take a shim or two out. Okay, so just know that they're there. Excuse me, I gotta grab my machine. Just know that they're there. And for now, for everything we're doing tonight, we're gonna let all of those shims stay there. Okay, so I'm just making some space here so we can play. All right, so let's use this really beautiful flower. Actually, you know what? I want to use a different flower. I always use that one. Sorry, but I think I got the other one out. Did I? Maybe I didn't, but it's really pretty. So hold on. I can show you a sample of that flower, and it is beautiful, and it comes with the set. Hopefully you can hear me right now. But I just love this other one, and I haven't really been able to use it that much. Here. It's similar, but a little bit different. But look at how pretty it is. Oops, sorry. This is backwards, and I forgot to not make it backwards. How's everybody doing? Are you excited? Are you having a good day? Did you have a good day? Are you eating dinner, or are you crafting with me, or doing something fun? What you got going on? Talk to me. I miss you guys so much. All right. So I'm just getting this adhesive. It's always so sticky. Okay. All right. So I've got this beautiful flower. I like to, so the other thing I really quick want to show you. Hey, Ashley, you're excited. That's awesome. You're excited for what we're doing or for something else? Tell me. So they have the A2. This is upside down. Let me fix it for you. They have a frame for A2 and A7, and they sell both of these sizes of cardstock. Oh, keep me coming while I catch up here for the paper crafting inspo. Oh, nice. I'm so happy. Okay, so we're going to use A2 here, but they do sell A2, A7, and they sell 8.5 by 11 paper. So just so you know that. Carol says she's watching and knitting dishcloths. Ooh, that sounds like fun. That's very exciting. Now this comes with yellow tape in your kit. It's called the best tape ever, and it's good. It's very sticky, but I really like, if I'm not doing a background, which I'll tell you why later, we'll do a background. But if I'm just doing like just a piece like this, I like to use the mint tape because it's just kind of perfect. It doesn't, it's never going to rip your cardstock, and it removes easily, but it also holds things in place nicely. And I just really like it. So I use the mint tape, but you definitely could use the yellow tape. Okay. Dawn is working on a stitch piece for an online class. Ooh, that's exciting. Is that from your Paris trip? I love seeing all that stitch work you're doing, Dawn. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. So when you're looking at this gray thing, and I know I've got a bunch of ink here, but I'm not a very neat crafter, and it's okay because this ink's not going to go anywhere, but you can clean it if you want to. This is magnetic. You see, it's like sticking to it. All right. So this beautiful flower, we're going to decide, like, I'm picturing this as my card front when I do this. So then I'm going to like put this in a way that is going to, be laid out like for my card. I don't know. I'm tripping over my words. I'm not sure why. I also have, hold on, where is it? Right here. I have this awesome sentiment set. It's called A Little Message Sentiments. And I just love their sentiments because they have like 2 different fonts. It's kind of hard to see in the camera here, but it'll be like just a regular, sans serif with a scripty font with it. And I think they're so fun. So I think I'm going to just do it right on here because I haven't even used this yet. We're using new stuff. Oh, yeah. I just ordered poinsettia Christmas plate. That is coming, I think, tomorrow, actually. That's exciting. And a Thanksgiving one. And yeah, they have new plates coming out all the time. And if you have BetterPress or the Glimmer, they have, Spellbinders has clubs for those too. Okay, let's see. This is a flower. Let's see. Wish big today. Here's to another year. Let's see. These are kind of hard to read. Let me just pick one really quick. Thanks for being you. Happy birthday to you. You know what? Today is Renee's birthday. You know, our friend Renee, our dear friend Renee. I don't think she's on tonight. She's probably celebrating with her family, but today is her birthday. So if you are friends with Renee or know who I'm talking about and you want to just send her a quick little note and say happy birthday, I know she would probably really love that. So she's one of my best friends in the whole world. We've been friends for a long time, and actually, I think I do want to use this, but it's a little long, so I'm going to do it separate. Anyway, yeah, you should all go say happy birthday to Renee and give her some love. Okay. So now I've put this plate where I want it to be. Oh, Dawn, you are so thoughtful. You always remember. And I appreciate that about you very, very much. Do you make your own Christmas cards? Well, I venture to. Yeah, Dawn, if I send Christmas cards, they're ones that I've made, but I haven't sent them in a long time because I'm always so busy at Christmas time. But this year I'm going to, because I'm kind of in love with this BetterPress and I want to make Christmas cards with this. So I'm going to this year. Okay, I'm going to put tape on this side too, because this is like hanging down a little bit and I don't want to get ink on it in a place where I don't want to. So we're going to make this card for Renee's birthday. How about that? Hopefully I'm going to see her next week, so I'll be able to give it to her. Okay. Okay. So here we go. So I talked through this and didn't explain it, so I'm really sorry. So I put the plate down where I wanted it. It's magnetic. The base is base is magnetic, and this is metal. So there, it's going to stay in place. It's not going to move around. And then I made sure to line up my paper in that A2 grid. Okay. So that when I put this down here and these magnets pick it up, now it bounces, right? It's hard to see. Let me push it sideways. You see there's a gap in here. Okay. So now my paper is in the right place and my plate is in the right place. All right. So now we have to choose ink. I am going to do, I don't have a green, do I? They did not give us green. That is a bummer. You know what? I'm just going to do all pink, I think, because her favorite color is pink. And that's probably why we're such good friends, huh? We both love pink. Let's see. What do I want to do? Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. Let's go pink. This is Wild Berry. And now you could put different colors of ink here and there, or you can just do all one. Doesn't really matter. What I like to do when I'm putting ink on these plates is I like to press down and then kind of like twist a little bit. Okay. I found that is the best way to get really great coverage and have great results. All right. So we're going to just press and twist until you feel like you have got it covered. This is going to be so pretty. And then I think I might even color it later. What do you think about that? All right. So now the ink is on the plate. Okay. This part is very important. So if you're doing something else and you care about this process, pay attention. All right. I'm going to let the magnet. Okay. Do you see what happened there? I'm not pressing this all the way down. I'm going to let the magnet pick up the top, and then I'm going to slowly let the magnet pick up the bottom, and I'm not going to press down. Okay. I'm sorry, you said press and twist so you get in all the nooks and crannies? Yes. Well, right. Yes. So you get good coverage on your plate. Okay. That's the best way I've found to get good coverage with this ink on these plates. Yes. All right. So now to use this, you can use the BetterPress machine, obviously with a Spellbinders Platinum 6 or the regular Platinum machine, or with the Sizzix Big Shot. Those are the only two machines I know of that you can definitely use this with. I also know that you can definitely not use it with the Crafter's Companion machine. Okay. That is all I know. If you have a different machine than any of those, I would say give it a try. Or if you have it, if you don't, maybe ask Spellbinders or ask in a forum. If I have the machine that you're asking about, I will try it for you. But if I don't, then I can't, of course. So notice I have never press down on this yet, okay? You don't want to press down on this ever. You want the machine to do that work because you don't want to accidentally get ink somewhere you don't want it to be. So only ever hold this by the handle and, get, support it from the bottom. Okay. Then we're going to put it in our machine. All right. And now the machine is going to start pressing it down, and that's great. That's what we want. And then we're just going to twist the handle. Now I'm sorry for this. It's going to be, if I'm careful, I can make it not squeak, but I still need to get oil for this poor thing. This is my Jane Davenport Spellbinders machine, and it squeaks when I turn the handle. So, okay. Ashley said, we just got a Sizzix Big Shot. It might be my new favorite tool. It is. It's amazing, right? Yes. Yes. You could definitely use the BetterPress with the Sizzix Big Shot. Okay. So now when I'm taking it out, I'm still not pressing down on this. Okay. I'm just taking it out. And we're also not going to run it back through our machine the other way. We're not going to do that. Okay. Just trust me on those two things. Run it through once. I'm just going to close this up so I have room. Run it through once. Okay. Are we ready? We're going to lift from one side and the other, and we're going to flip, and it is literally perfect. I'm just going to go slow and come in real close so you can try to see some detail. I'm going to see if it will give you any kind of focus. Isn't that pretty color? She's going to love this. And I'm telling you, the deboss is unreal. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's like something you can really only see in person. But look at all the detail. Look it up here in those little detailed flowers. I'm going to hold it and see if it'll focus for us. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Isn't that amazing? And look at, I was talking. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't like concentrating. I just inked it. I put the paper down. We ran it through. Like there's no skill involved. It just works. Anyway, gorgeous. Yeah, so pretty, so pretty. Yeah, so thank you. But look at, and think about this for any kind of card making. I want to start later this year. Probably I'll be doing it over Christmas break when I take some time off. But what I really want to do is make birthday cards and like anniversary cards and stuff for everybody, my friends and family, ahead of next year, so that I can just, when it's their birthday or when it's time, I can just send them out, or I can just give them to them, and I don't have to scramble to get them done. And I'm going to be using my BetterPress for a lot of it because it's just so fast and easy, and it's so gorgeous. People are going to be like, you didn't make that. It's just so pretty. So anyway, I can say enough good things about this machine. I absolutely love it. And so here we go. So now I'm going to do this happy birthday to you, and we're going to die cut it because I want to show you all the things you can do. And I feel like I'm just rambling on, and I really want to show you lots of stuff. And I know we don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to get another piece of cardstock, and I'm going to stick it down. I don't really care if it's straight this time because I'm going to do this word. And actually, since I'm doing this, why don't I do a bunch at once? Oh yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm glad I thought of that. Okay. So let me get that dot. Oh, it's back here. So I love when I can get a bunch of sentiments at once. And this set, like I said, is really fun for me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here. Oh, are we supposed to? Oh, I'm not excited about this part. We have to find the die that goes with it. I'm putting the die with it right now. Maybe if I, this is going to be tricky. This feels like it should go here. Oh, it goes this way. Okay. I'm doing this because you need to leave die line room. So I just want it to all line up. I'll just do a few. Okay. Okay. Sorry. You melt my heart. Aw. On your special day. That's a good generic-ish one. Okay. Sending strength. Ooh. Just because. I do want some just because. That'll be nice. A little message to say. And they've got several message ones. Wishing you all the best. That's a good one. Okay. Maybe just one more. How about? Okay. A big congrats. Oh, here's a thanks. I like thanks. We can always use thank you cards, right? Okay. So that's good. And then I just need to find, just hang with me here for a minute. Sorry, guys. That's not right. I think that they need to do this part better. I'm not going to lie. I'm not loving matching this up. But maybe what I should do is keep them matched up after instead of putting them back where they were. Ooh, I found one. Yay. Okay. Maybe this one. Oh, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Okay. Tricky, tricky. How we doing? All right. Everybody's doing their own little thing. I love it. So are you guys excited about the daily creative practice next week? I'm real excited about that. Oh, and so I do have a plan for the handmade for the holidays, but if anybody has like anything that they really want me to do, or just even an idea that you're like, hey, if you can fit this in, that'd be amazing. Feel free to send me a message. Okay, yeah, I found them all. And I'll see what I can do. Okay, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing, but it's still a little bit flexible. So now if I was doing this on my own and just doing this, I would fit way more on here and I would really just load it up. But we're here doing our thing here. So I'm going to move these over and keep them where they go so that I don't have to figure it out again. All right, keep those right there. Yep, I'm doing it again. Yay, Dawn. Okay. So then I'm going to check my paper and make sure. The only thing is when you put tape over it like this, you really got to make sure that wherever you are, where you have something that's going to be stamped, that you don't have paper in the way. Because I did that once and, you know, just you have to do it again. So, okay, so these are going to be in black because that'll be a nice contrast from that pink. And black is just a good generic color. So we're gonna pounce, right, and twist a little bit. And for these like thinner words, maybe twisting isn't really necessary. It feels like pouncing is okay, but I think the twisting is more where you have like more space, you know, more flat space being filled in. I promise we're going to get to the foiling. We might go a tiny bit over time. I'm going to try not to. But there's just so much to show you, and it's so fun. Okay, so that black is called BetterPress Black. All right, so now we're all linked up. We got our paper in place. We're ready to go. We're going to let the magnets just touch them. We're not going to press down, and bring our machine back over. All right, and then we're going to let the BetterPress, let the machine press the BetterPress. Sorry for the squeaks. Okay, and I just ran it through once. You don't have to go through twice. I just think that's so awesome that it just works. Okay, putting that aside, we are going to cut those out in 1 minute. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, they look so good. And look at the detail. Those are thin lines. And they're just coming through. Perfect. I mean, I don't know if you have any like this, but like I love sentiments because, you know, I have been a card maker for like 20 years, right? And when you have a stamp that has like real, like see that to you under the birthday, happy birthday, you almost never can get a really crisp, like thin, clean line like that when you're just regular stamping. It just almost never works out. And this makes it work every single time. And it just makes me so excited. So I'm just going to randomly put these back here because I don't want to spend time on it right now. I'm going to organize these better later. Okay, so I'm putting the BetterPress aside for just a minute. And then I am, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm very excited. That happens. Now I'm going to get my regular plates for your machine, for your die cutting machine, whatever that is, okay? And so this is my Jane. Have you ever seen the Jane Spellbinders machine? They don't sell it anymore, but this is it, and it has her art on it. And you guys know I love Jane, so this is my Jane machine. Anyway, her machine came with hot pink plates, which is lovely. So that's what I'm using here. Again, you could use your Big Shot for this too. All right, let me move my tape. And actually, I'm going to use it for this. So now I'm going to put all of my, oh, come on. I'm just going to die cut all of these out at once. So I'm just going to take a minute. I think I will even cut this in half. Sorry if my head is in the way there. Okay. I cannot lift these up for whatever reason. Okay. I don't think this one goes here. Let's see. Here we go. Ooh, this tape is, I think I used it too many times. It's not very sticky anymore. Okay. That's pretty good. All right. Here's the because one. How we doing? We're doing good. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, don't lose it, Cassie. Here we go. Is that right? That's right. Yes. Okay. And this one, they got a little messed up, but it's okay. All right. Sometimes, you know, I don't know about you, but sometimes like, I think I want to do something crafty. I want to be creative, but I just have no ideas, and it feels a little overwhelming. Oh, Cassie. That's when I do stuff like this. I will just stamp and make a bunch of sentiments, or you know, do something that doesn't take any actual creative brain power. It's just like something you're doing, you know, and then you will be able to benefit from it later. It's nice to do stuff like this then. Okay, last one. Here we go. All right, here we go. Now I am going to flip this because I want it to cut facing up. I don't know if it matters, but that's what I want to do. Okay, so now we're just going to die cut these like you would any kind of die. I have a question for you guys. It's something I've been wondering for a while. How many of you have a die cutting machine, like a Spellbinders or a Sizzix Big Shot or a Crafter's Companion or any of the, I don't care what kind of machine it is. Sorry for squeaking. I'm really trying hard not to squeak. But how many of you have dies and a die cutting machine? And so first I want to know, yes, you do have one, or no, you don't. And if you want to tell me what machine you have, that would be cool. But also then, if you do have one, do you use it? You know, do you like getting dies? It's just not something we really do that much, because normally I'm working with you guys with like art journaling and stuff like that and mixed media stuff. And so we don't do a lot of die cutting, but I've been wondering about it because I have. We'll just say because for now. But anyway, tell me. Okay, so Dawn has a Big Shot. Ashley has a Big Shot. Yes, you need to use it more. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let me know, guys. Let me know. All right, I'm just going to move that whole thing over. I'm not taking it apart for now because we have to move on. There's so many things to do. Okay, let me just show you these real quick all together. Oh, aren't they great? I know they're backwards. Sorry, but you get it. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I love them. I love them. Okay. I know, it's just a sentiment. Why am I getting so excited? I don't know. I'm just really excited. Okay. Moving on, moving on. So now let's just finish this card really quick. I'm not going to do it because it's going to take time, but I really want to tell you that you can watercolor paint in this. Okay. Can I just show you real quick the sample I did with some, so here's the original flower I was going to do with you. This one comes in your kit when you get the BetterPress. I mean, look at the detail in that. Seriously, people. But anyway, this is the one I did with shimmery paint just to play around. But you could do like regular watercolor paint. I'm going to do that with this one to give to Renee because she loves watercolor. And so I'll take a picture of it all done and share it with everybody after I give it to her. But just so you know, if you use the BetterPress ink and you do this, you can watercolor in there, or you could like use, you know, like markers or whatever. Okay, so there we go. Let me get my little, we're going to get some foam dots here. Okay, I think I got another. Oh, Carol has a big shot. Oh, nice. Okay. You sure use it a lot. Oh, that's awesome. Do you use it for die cutting? Okay, so then now tell me, if you told me you have a machine, now I want to know, do you use it for die cutting or embossing or what? What do you use it for the most? All right. Thanks for telling me. This is great market research for me. It's very helpful. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go over. Do I want it on this side? This side, this side, this side. Okay, I'm going on this side. All right. Just nice and simple. And I'll mount it onto a card and all that, but I'm going to color it first. But look at how pretty. This is super simple, okay? If you put like a nice, maybe black or whatever color you want, frame, mounted frame, and then put it on a card, you know, you've got a card done and it's absolutely gorgeous. So, okay, moving on. Let's see. Robin says, I have a slice. You have a switch, Mom. Yeah. And you do die cut and emboss. Nice. Both die cutting and embossing. Okay. Yay. That's good to know. All right. So now let's do, so we're limited on time. I'm not going to do a background one, but I want to give you a tip if you are going to do a background one. Okay. Just because we really don't have time. So this one, did I do this one? No, I didn't, but I did one like it. Let me show you. So this one, I mean, this is a background. Let me show you the actual picture. It'll be easier for you to see what's going on here, but isn't this cool? Very, very intricate, lots going on. I watercolored my background first and then BetterPressed into it. And look at how pretty that is. You could get such cool backgrounds. I know it's a different pattern, but same idea there. All right, we're not going to do it. We're out of time. I have to show you this because I think a lot of people like butterflies. This set is so amazing. So you can just BetterPress it and you get that nice swirl, which I showed you in the beginning. Let me just show you one more time. Where is it? I'm rushing now because I want to do all the things. Okay, here it is. So here is just pressed, okay? And that is this lovely BetterPress plate right here, okay? And then do you notice here? Let me, you got to go backwards. Okay, they got squished, but let me fix it. Okay, hold on. It's very exciting. Okay, see the raised ones? Ooh, shut the door. Shut the front door. And the back door. And you see I did the ombre there, so I did a little bit of blue and then pink on top just for fun. And so what this set all by itself does, this presses, okay, and gives you that nice swoosh of butterfly. Now you could do that onto a scrap piece of, well, of their cardstock or whatever, or any cardstock, I guess. And then this die is all one piece, so you don't have to match them all up separately. Cuts them all out individually. And then there's a sentiment with the die in here too. This set alone is worth its weight in gold. If you like butterflies, I swear to goodness. And the sentiment says so happy for you. Like, it's just this is my favorite set of all time because of this, because what you can do. You can just do a flat one, or you can pop them up, or I could use the die, right, and press them and cut them all out and then press them on another piece of paper and then have them showing through underneath. You know, like it's limitless. So I just want you to know that that one exists. And if you have the BetterPress, you need to own it. Okay, we're going to do Make-A-Wish because I haven't used this one yet either. And we're first going to BetterPress this so I can show you, and then we're going to foil it. And then that's probably going to be our time. Carol, ask me any questions you have about the glimmer, okay? I'm really showing it to you in conjunction with the BetterPress tonight. But I am going to show you like the mechanics of it and how it works. Okay, just popping in to say hi. I'm in the middle of dinner. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you. Yeah, Carol. So if when I'm showing you the glimmer in a minute, and you have a question, please just ask me, okay? And we'll take a minute and I'll show you whatever you want to see. But I will talk about how to use the glimmer, and make sure you get, good results and stuff. Okay. So this is Make-A-Wish. Okay. And it's just plates, but you see it's 2 plates. The reason it's 2 plates is because they want you to be able to make this 2 different colors if you want. I think it's just really thoughtful, like, and it's forward thinking, I think. Plus you could give it a space. You could make them be right next to each other. It's totally up to you. So I think I want them to be next to each other. So I think what I'm going to do, well, let's first make sure that we're going to be right kind of in the middle of this grid. And, they give you the nice lines in the grid to make sure you're all lined up. Sorry, got to make sure it's nice and straight. What color do you guys want me to do for this card? You haven't got to pick anything, and I've just been talking at you this whole time. Here are my colors on the side, if you can see them. It's limited. I do have more colors coming tomorrow. They released 8 new colors, but we've got like a light and dark blue, a saffron, like a yellow ochre kind of, 2 browns, black, mulberry, and pink. So pick 2 colors that you want me to do. So first I'm lining this top one up, and I'm not going to worry about the bottom one yet. Okay. And and while you're picking an ink color, I'm going to put paper there. This is the Pebble. It's kind of a grayish color. But I don't really kind of want to use it right now. I just use the what's the cream one called? Bisque. And then porcelain is white, just so you know. And if anybody wants any of this stuff, I do have a lot of the BetterPress stuff on my website for sale. So this is almost like a background because it's going to cover most of our paper. So I'm going to show you the technique that I do. The technique that I do for when I'm working with a background. So this will be good. Okay. Robin said pink and blue. I can do that. That's a good idea. Carol, do you need special dyes? Are you talking about for the glimmer? Yes, you do, Carol. And I will talk to you about that when we get to glimmer. Okay. For the glimmer machine, you need either glimmer dyes or BetterPress dyes. You can also use the Crafter's Companion foil plate dyes. All right. So back to this for a minute. When I'm going to do some background or something that's going to take up the entire piece of paper, I'm just rolling up this yellow tape. Now for this technique, I would definitely use the yellow tape over the mint. So I would probably keep both of these tapes with me when I'm doing BetterPressing, because, depending on what you're doing, you might need one or the other. The mint tape would not work for this. It's not strong enough. Okay. So this, I would definitely use the yellow tape. Okay. And so you just make your nice little loops. Okay. And then we're going to, I got something on it. And then we're going to line it up in the A2. Okay. And press down. So now it's not going anywhere, and our tape on the back is holding it. It's good. Okay, so Robin picked pink and blue, so let's go for it. We'll do pink and the darker blue. It's really pretty, called Cosmic Sky. All right, so the pink will go on top, and this is nice and flat. So I'm pouncing and what did I call it? Swishing, swooshing, twisting, twist and pop. Ah, that's nice. Twist and pop, twist and pop. Okay. I don't know if it matters, but we're going to get it off there. So, all right. And then I'm just going to pounce, make sure there's no streaks. Okay, so the top is just pink. Looks pretty good to me. And the bottom will be blue. The pink is called Wildberry, and this blue is called Cosmic Sky. And if you go on my website, you'll see these are the original 8 colors that came out in April or May or June, whenever it came out, I can't remember. And then they just released 8 new colors. I think the collections are like nature walk or something like that, and desert something. But they're just 8 new colors, and they come in 4 packs. They're not sold singly or individually. Sorry, guys. I really have no idea what happened there. It just dropped out for a second. Can you hear me? I'm back. Can you hear me now? I don't know why it stopped, because my phone is still working. Okay, great. Yay. All right. So sorry about that. So now I've inked up both pieces and I've lined them up so they're touching. Let me bring it in close so you can really see that. Okay. And now we're just going to press it like we do. Okay, good to go. Yay. Sorry about that little glitch. Okay, so now we're going to run it through our machine. Remember, we're not going to touch the top of the plate. We're just going to hold it by the handle. And we're going to let the machine do the work. All right. Woohoo. Okay. And I keep saying, I'm really going to grease this handle, but then I forget about it, of course. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Oh, the reveal. I'm so excited. Ooh, pretty. Look at this. So pretty. So it's really fun and simple. All right, now we're going to do the same one. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and we are going to run it through. We're going to play with the glimmer, and we're going to use a BetterPress plate. I'll go grab a glimmer plate for you too, Carol, just so you can see the difference. Now I'm going to say it again. I said it in the beginning. I'm just wiping this off. If there's any wet ink on here, I'm just getting it off. The best way, I didn't mention this yet, so the best way to clean your plates and your platen, if you want to, or your base here, if you want to, is with archival ink cleaner. Okay, from Ranger. It comes in like a sponge dauber, like a bingo dauber thing bottle, and that is the best way to clean these. Let me grab a glimmer plate really fast for Carol, or for everybody. Glimmer plate. Here we go. Okay, this will work fine. Okay, so BetterPress plate, you can see, is silver. Glimmer plate is that copper. It looks just like their cutting plates. All right, but you can see, I don't know if you can tell in this. Let me get one out and see. But it's just called Glimmer Hot Foil Spellbinders. And if you go to their website, they have tons and tons and tons of designs. All right. Maybe I can get it out. I just want to show you. Ugh, I hate packaging. You know, it's just a pain. All right. I should have got something that's a little bigger, but this was the first thing that came across. So let's see if I can show you. Here we go. I need it to focus on my hand. Come on, you can do it. Okay, here we go. Can you see that it's that from, oh, where's the from? Right here is just flat on top. It's not like a die. It's just flat because that's where it foils. All right. So anyway, that's the difference. The glimmer plates are that coppery color and the BetterPress plates are silver. I'm going to say it one more time. We're done with the BetterPress now. Okay. Does anyone have any other questions about the BetterPress before we move on to Glimmer and just do a last little couple things with it? Let me know. I will answer your questions. Okay, moving that aside. Now we're going to use our hot foil, or excuse me, our BetterPress plate that we just made this with. See, this is ripping my paper a little bit, so that's why you got to be careful. Now, if I'm being, nope, I'm being careful. If you're using the yellow tape and you know, that's all you have and you're using it on the front or whatever, just use a heat gun when you're taking it off to heat that adhesive and slowly peel it off and you should be okay. Otherwise, it kind of does rip the paper a little bit. So we'll keep this one to show. Let's do a foil one, okay? So I did have it on earlier, but it's been a bit. So I'm just going to turn it off and back on. So this is the Glimmer Hot Foil machine by Spellbinders as well. And when you plug it in and turn it on, this little red button or red LED light turns on. The next light here says platform ready. So when this is heated up properly, this will turn green and then you know you can start foiling. This is the timer with a little button. Okay, so that's what you need to know for now. When you turn it on, before the green light turns on, you don't want to put anything on this because it's just heating up. Sarah's here. Hey, Sarah, how are you? So great to see you. Okay, so we're just heating up. And this is what comes with it. Not this. They have a different magnet, but I can't find mine right now. They have just a silicone mat just to hold the hot plates as they come off of your machine. And then you have the spacer pad and a thin shim. And these are used just like you would for any other machine, you know, depending on like the thickness of the material you're going to foil. Okay. So while this is heating up, I'm just going to show you a couple of things I foiled with the other group before the class I did. Let's see what we've got here. So this one I showed you, we did the thank you on regular cardstock and foiled with the BetterPress plate. That was really nice. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, here's note. So this is what the regular die looks like, the BetterPress die, and it's note, but it's backwards. It's okay. And then here we foiled it with some crackly foil. It's hard to read there, so I probably wouldn't use crackle for words again, but look how cool it is. All right, this is when we tried note with distress ink. So you can see distress ink, or really any dye ink, is not going to work because it just beads up. Okay, so that's the result you'll get if you try to do that. Where are my foil cards? We're almost there. It's still warming up. I turned it on in the beginning, but it turns itself off, which is a nice feature after a while if you haven't been using it, so you don't burn your house down. Okay, here we go. Are you doing Advent Calendar again this year? Yes, Sarah. So at the beginning of this video, I talked about all the stuff that's coming up, but this is heating up anyway. So I will, I'll run back through it for everybody that wasn't here or just as a refresh. So thanks for asking. That's awesome. So next week we are doing the daily creative practice. We'll be here. I will be online at 7 p.m. Eastern just for 15 minutes every day. And we will work through a little piece of the project each day. And then by Friday, you'll have a finished project. So we're just working 10 minutes a day on a project. I will give you the supply list a day ahead of time. So you will have time to gather your supplies and be ready to go. Then starting the week of the first full week of November. So November 7th, I'll be live for Handmade for the Holidays. And again, that will be at 7 p.m. every Tuesday in November. And we will make handmade gifts. And I have a broad range. Like in the past, I've done things with alcohol ink and mugs, and we made clay earrings that were embossed. We've done all sorts of things. So we're going to do all new things this year. It'll be really fun. We're also going to do the ornament exchange in November if you want to participate in that. And I'll give you more details on that when we start Handmade for the Holidays. And then in December, we will be doing Advent Calendar. I will have the Crafter's Companion Advent Calendar and one of the Arteza Advent Calendars. But you are welcome to bring whatever one you get, because there are so many companies doing it this year. It's really fun. So whichever one feels best for you, bring it with you. You can tell us what you get, and you can just craft along with us. So I definitely will be doing Advent Calendar this year. So thanks for asking. Okay, so here I took the thanks, and this is just regular cardstock. And look at, I took that butterfly from that set I showed you earlier, and look at that. Isn't that amazing? I just think foiling is like the coolest thing. Foiling and BetterPress together is magic. So this one I did on the BetterPress paper. And now it could have been that I overfoiled because I left the plate on there too long or the paper too long. It's very possible. This is the only foil I've done on the BetterPress paper. So I don't know if it would do it every time or not, but this is what happened this one time. But it's still, I mean, the thanks part is still really pretty. And then this was the negative, and you know, it's just fun. But this was my best result there. So I actually would recommend using the BetterPress what is this, plates with regular paper. I think that is your best choice. And I forgot to get regular paper ready, but I do have some off to the side here. So let's just pick, I've got black. How about we do black? And let's pick some foil. I've got so much foil, as you probably can guess. Let's see. Thanks. I'm getting the fine arts one from Arteza. Oh, great, Sarah. I'm excited. I don't know. They're sending me one, but I haven't been able to talk to them to find out which one. And so we'll just have to wait and see. But the craft one looked really fun too. So either way, I'll be excited. Let's see. That's lovely. Thank you. Robin says, I had that happen to me also, and I removed one of the plates and it was fine. Yeah, so there are a few reasons that it could happen. One could be that there's too much pressure, so removing a plate would help. That's a great suggestion. Also, it can happen if it just gets too hot, because then the foil just grabs onto it because it's so hot. So it just depends on, you know, some factors. Okay, so our platform is ready. All right, but before I put my plate on, I really want to pick the paper and the foil so we can have everything ready to go. Okay, because you really do need to mind the timer, and you don't want it to get too hot because you will get the overfoiling. Okay, so this is the way I do it, and it works best for me this way. I'm going to use regular cardstock. Now this is coated, but you could use just regular, like white, like Nina, or whatever kind of cardstock you have. Anything will work really. I would say don't use your BetterPress paper for this. It is a little bit more expensive, and you're not getting that debossing with this process necessarily. Well, you might a little bit actually, but I would just use regular paper. Okay, so let's pick some foil. Not this one. This one's a little janky, but look at, I mean, if I've literally all the colors. Just pick a color and then we'll see if we have it. So we're going to be green background. We're doing words, so we don't want anything too crazy. I mean, I've got like this fun light green. I've got purple, pink, silver, disco ball, champagne. Let's see. Ooh, I've got this. Ooh, I don't know how this will show up though. Hold on, let me see. This is the most I've taught. Yeah, we shouldn't do this one. I think it's like, that's a specialty one and it's not going to show up very well. I haven't talked this much in so long. This one would work though. We could do a turquoise foil, or we could do pink. Wait, is this a specialty one? Yeah, I think that's a special. I do have a regular pink though. Here we go. There's a regular pink. All right. What do you guys want? Rainbow. Excuse me. I need water. All right. I know we're over time, so I'll just pick one. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. Okay. Let's put these back. And just so you know, if you're using foil plates, like those ones I showed you a minute ago, you can use Crafter's Companion foil plate or Spellbinders foil plate. They will both work. And you can use Crafter's Companion foil or Spellbinders Glimmer Foil. And that way they're the same and both will work. All right, just so you know. So I'm gonna do, I don't know. I'm gonna do pink, I guess. Surprise, surprise. Okay. All right. Oh, maybe I could do both again. I forgot we did pink and blue before. Let's try it. All right. So now I'm going to get some of my foil. Oh, this foil has seen better days. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I'll use it for something else. I just don't want to use it for this. Okay. And then I like to just see how much I need. Okay, almost done, almost done. Thanks for hanging out with me a little longer than 8. This is really fun. I'm having a great time. I hope you guys are having fun as well. Okay, so there we got pink for the top, and let's do turquoise on the bottom. Do it just like the other one. Okay, no more questions. We're almost there. Any questions about anything coming up in the next few weeks? All of the things I announced. So many fun things happening. So many plans for next year. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Okay, here we go. Putting those down there. I just am out of room. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. So we have our foil ready to go. It's cut. It's good. Okay. We see that our green light is on. You might not be able to see it. Let me bring it closer. You see your green light is on right below the power that says platform ready. Learning a lot. Great, Ashley. I'm so happy. Okay. Now we're going to put our plates on. We need to let them warm up. Okay. And I am going to put them next to each other because when we run it through, we want it to be lined up like this, right? Okay, so we're going to put our plate on the way we want it to be. All right, I need to cut this cardstock down a little bit more though, because it's kind of too big. And I don't care about it being straight because I can always take it put it in my trimmer later, my paper trimmer later, and clean up the edges, make sure it's like centered and lined up, just in case when we run it through, it's not totally lined up. You know what I mean? So I've got my cardstock, I have my foil ready to go. My platform is on. I put I'm supposed to press the timer. Darn it. It's okay. It's going to be fine. I love that magnet tool that came with Glimmer. Yes, I can't find mine at the moment. It's packed in all the stuff was at the studio and I haven't found that thing, but I have also the Crafter's Companion one, and they have a tweezer thing with a magnet in it. So this one also works, but the Glimmer one is really nice. Yeah, I like it a lot. So while this is heating, oh, wait. The timer is flashing. Does that mean it's ready? I thought it beeped at me. Now I'm forgetting. We're going to say it's ready because it was also on there longer. Now, this is the most important part. Okay, maybe it's not ready. I think it beeps at me when it's ready. We're just going to wait a minute. But what I'm going to tell you now, when it's time to put the foil on, you want your color facing down, okay? You want your shiny side or your color facing down right on top. Oh, there. It's solid now. It did not beep at me, but it's solid. So that means it's ready. So we're going to put, oh, I cut it incorrectly. It's going to be okay. We're going to put the color side down, and it's going to overlap a little bit. I don't care. We're just going for it. It's going to be fun and funky. And okay, so we can't see the color. So you put your foil down on top of your plate. You couldn't find out what it's for? Oh, well, mine didn't beep, but you have to use a timer. That's how you know when your plates are ready to foil. So yeah, definitely got to use the timer. So you have your plate, then you have your foil face down, then you have your paper face down because it's going to foil onto the top of that. Then if you're using regular cardstock, use both of your shims, okay? Put both of your shims right on top. Then you're going to pull this out by the handle, all right? You're going to pull it out by the handle because this plate is hot and you don't want to burn yourself. You can put your hand on top, it doesn't matter. And then we're going to run it through your machine, whatever machine you have. Now, same as the BetterPress, you can use a Sizzix Big Shot or a Spellbinders machine. That's guaranteed. Any other machine is not necessarily guaranteed to work. And I don't know for sure because these are the only ones I've ever used. Okay, so notice for this one, I ran it through and I pulled it back. Okay, you can do that and you'll be okay. All right, now let's put this back in its seat, push it back. All right, take our plates off here. And now we get to do the reveal. This is the best part, okay? So I'm going to talk more about that timer in a minute, Mom, but here we go. I did overfoil a little bit. That's okay. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh wait, is it going to be okay? Oh yeah, it's going to be okay. Oh, this is fun. Look at that. Now it overfoiled a little bit on the edge. That's okay. We're going to cut that off anyway. And a little bit up here too. I wonder if I can. I can't. It's going to be all right. Okay. Look at this. Oh my gosh, how fun is this? Look at how shiny that is. I love that it went over the wish too. I don't even care that it's like that. You could be much more specific and you know, and let me say that it did deboss a little bit onto this cardstock. Okay, so there we go. There it is. So let me talk about this for one more second because that you brought up a good point. With the when you're preparing this, let me take these off of here because we're going to be done with it. How do I? There we go. Okay. This has magnet, so it just picks it up. Okay, so the reason you have to use the timer, Ma, is because when you put these plates on here and they start warming up, you don't want them to not warm up enough because you won't get a good transfer of the foil. You know, you'll have gaps. But if you warm it up too much, you will get that overfoiling like I got here, okay? Or like I got here, all right? This is called overfoiling. And generally it's because the paper or the plate or whatever, or this thing, whatever, was too hot, okay? So that's why the timer is there, and that's why you definitely want to use it. This one is a little different than the Crafter's Companion one, and I'm not going to talk about the other one right now because I don't want to confuse anyone. But at least for the Spellbinders Glimmer, when you put your plate on here and you get it situated, you should really press the timer right away. And the reason we got a little bit of that overfoiling is because I was chatting and being silly, and I forgot to press the timer right away. And then it just overfoiled a little bit, but it's fine. I mean, we're cutting it off. And, you know, if it really bothers you and it was like this was your whole panel, then you just make another one. It's not a big deal. But that's why the timer's there. So you're welcome. Yeah, it's important. So I just want to make sure that you know that. So that's really it. So just to recap the steps again, once this heats up, you put your plate down, you press the timer, you let it heat up. You have your foil and your paper ready to go. You put your foil shiny side or color side down onto the plate, and then you put your paper top side down onto the foil, and then you add both of your shims and you run it through your machine, and that's it. Those are the steps. Okay, All right. And does anybody have any questions on the Glimmer or the BetterPress before we wrap up for tonight? All right. I'm going to switch my camera and just say goodbye. Say goodnight. I need a drink. I'll wait a second and see if there's any questions. Okay. So just to recap, though, I just told you guys, but remember, next week is daily creative practice. Every day for 15 minutes. You've got 15 minutes. Come be with me live if you can. If you can't, watch the replay, but follow along for sure. Handmade for the Holidays starts in November. Yes. And I've got some great new projects lined up for that. Stuff we've never done before. Some really fun and interesting and different stuff. One of them in particular, when I sort of came up with it and learned about it, and like I go on Pinterest and I find ideas and then I sort of like, tweak it for our purpose. I thought of Dawn immediately. So Dawn, you're gonna be excited when that one comes up. And then ornament exchange in November, advent calendar in December, and January starts a whole new world. So I'm very excited. Yay. All right. So no questions about any of this. If you think of questions later, please ask me, in the group or private message, however you want to ask me. And I'll be happy to share that with you, or we could do another one if we have like enough questions, or if people want to go more in depth on any of this stuff. But I love that you can use BetterPress and Glimmer together. It's super fun. Anyway, we're way over and I'm just talking away. So I just missed you guys so much, and it was really nice to hang out with all of you. So thanks for taking time to be with me tonight. I covered all your questions. Yay. Okay, good. All right. So we'll see you Monday for the daily creative practice. Check online Sunday for the supply list and get all your stuff ready to go. So you're ready to go Monday at 7 p.m. and I'll see you then. All right. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.